What is SharePoint used for? This is a question asked by everyone who doesn't actually know the product. However, we are making this video today in order to answer this question and thoroughly look at the product details.
Sorry, I just wanted to introduce myself real quick and then I'll let you go ahead. I'm one of the Microsoft MVPs and I'm an expert in the technologies that revolve around Microsoft 365. So if you want updates on Microsoft's collaboration tools, the world of intranet, Microsoft 365 Copilot, SharePoint, Teams and all the other tools, subscribe to the channel.
I divide the use of SharePoint into several main topics and comprehensively. Point number 1. SharePoint is the ideal solution for creating your company intranet, the internal communication portal that is useful for posting updates for employees, sending them information, and other important updates, having a single point to store all documents, business procedures, and relevant information about colleagues. You know, the classic phone directory that you put inside the intranet, and essential details and so on. The intranet is indeed the true entry point for each and every employee into their company's digital workplace. It is an exceptionally important tool. It is the place where people find the essential tools and resources for their daily work. Even just as an example, the entire list of applications present within the company's intranet, such as various tools and resources, can be categorized to provide people with a single point where they can find all the tools for their daily work. And with SharePoint Online, we can establish and develop intranet portals for various purposes such as specific communication initiatives and even extranet portals that allow me to connect not only with employees but also people outside of our company, like suppliers, customers, or other similar entities. The second major category of SharePoint Online features, in my opinion, are those related to the document management aspect, for which SharePoint was originally created as a tool for document storage and management. Through its functionalities, we have the ability to create areas for storing documents within the company and provide our colleagues with the means to manage the entire life cycle of a document in the company, starting from creation based on a template to the stages of review and drafting of the document. You can add metadata to documents in SharePoint, which is in my opinion one of the most useful features of the product. We can then move on to the necessary approval step and then to the distribution process. Distribution means the ability through SharePoint to take a document that has been approved, perhaps even automatically transformed from Word to PDF, and then send it to people and distribute it efficiently to the relevant parties. With additions such as products from Intra and TI, we also have the possibility to request an acknowledgement of the document from the employee, a very useful feature in any business context. When the company writes a procedure, we have the ability to verify whether the worker has completely read this document or not and fully understand it. Point number 3. As a macro category of using SharePoint Online, I see internal processes, meaning the ability to digitize processes that colleagues follow in their daily routines, such as, for example, and also, the request to change an employee's essential bank account details. Through SharePoint, it is possible to create lists. Lists are essentially records that can be used both as an information point and for entering information in a structured tabular format. They can also serve as areas where employees can input data. Once the data is entered, an automation flow can be triggered which might send this data to their manager for approval or to human resources for information. Any type of content can be generated. For instance, the original request can be transformed into a PDF because we want to archive it somewhere. Everything is definitely possible with the various integrations that SharePoint Online has with a group of incredibly useful tools under the Power Platform umbrella in Microsoft 365. I'm talking about Power App for modifying Power Automate forms for creating automation flows, approvals and so on, such as and other related tasks. Here, in my honest and considered opinion, are the 3 primary and main ways SharePoint Online is being used today. See you next time.